For anyone questioning the Caitlin Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play 3 months.
Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation, has taken the basketball world by storm, not just on the court but off it as well. Despite earning less than the cost of a mid-range SUV in her first professional season, she's leveraged her modest salary into a public relations goldmine. While others toil through their 9 to 5 routines, Caitlin is raking in six-figure deals simply for appearances and conversations.
Higher than the NBA. So I was like, oh, what's she going to get paid? Because finally, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it and I was like, this can't be right. Because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
Believe it or not, some brands are shelling out sums larger than the price of a house in Middle America just to have Caitlin Clark on their stage. While the WNBA offers her a paycheck that's barely a blip, Caitlin has transformed her off-court presence into a financial powerhouse, amassing a staggering $10 million. That's right. The rookie who once drew sympathy is now boasting more zeros in her bank account than many seasoned NBA stars.
So happy for her to get the $28 million.
But wait, there's more. Caitlin Clark isn't just cashing in. She's revolutionizing sports marketing. While the WNBA lags behind, stuck scratching its head, Caitlin is leveraging her visibility, platform, and influence to the fullest. She's outsmarting critics and outpacing competitors at every turn. Buckle up, because Caitlin Clark has just rewritten the playbook, and not everyone is thrilled about it.
The reality is that, as far from a marketing perspective, Caitlin Clark is worth more than almost any pro basketball player in the world.
Caitlin Clark's brilliance lies in her ability to flip the script. She doesn't see the WNBA as a final destination, but as a launch pad. That modest paycheck? It's a calculated trade-off for the exposure the league offers. With millions tuning in to watch her every move, she's turning those eyeballs into something far more valuable than game day earnings. Brand power, the real money isn't in the rebounds or three-pointers. It's in what she represents. Companies, big and small, are lining up to associate their names with hers. Take her speaking engagements, for instance. While most grind away at 9 to 5 jobs, Caitlin is commanding $100,000 for a half-hour virtual appearance and double or triple that for in-person events. This year alone, she's banked at least $600,000 just for showing up and talking. That's not work. That's printing money, and why wouldn't brands pay? She's magnetic, authentic, and an embodiment of inspiration. People don't just hear Caitlin Clark, they believe in her.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million.
Then there are Caitlin Clark's endorsement deals, which are in a league of their own. Nike, Wilson, State Farm, some of the biggest names in the game have eagerly joined her roster. Nike reportedly locked her in for millions without needing so much as a pitch.
Why?
Because Caitlin Clark doesn't have to prove her worth. Her name does all the talking. State Farm likely stretched their ad budget just to feature her in one of their signature quirky commercials. As for Wilson, the legendary basketball brand essentially handed her a blank check. Each partnership not only bolsters her bank account but also solidifies her status as more than just a player. Caitlin Clark is becoming a global icon. What's even more impressive is Caitlin Clark's ability to say no. A new women's basketball league, unrivaled, reportedly offered her a $1 million salary and equity, a deal most would jump at without hesitation. But Clark? She didn't even flinch. While others might chase a quick windfall, she's thinking long-term, playing chess while everyone else plays checkers. Unrivaled may promise instant riches, but the WNBA provides something far more valuable: legitimacy and reach. Her decision to stick with the league isn't just a bold move. It's a masterstroke, a calculated risk that's already paying off in spades.
Some estimates have said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back in when I came in 20.
And then there's Caitlin Clark's social media presence, a powerhouse in its own right. Millions of followers hang on her every move, and with each post, she's turning those eyeballs into cash. Sponsored content, affiliate marketing, she's doing it all, and doing it better than most influencers. What makes Caitlin Clark a genius is her ability to not just leverage her audience, but to turn every like, comment, and share into a revenue stream. What's even more remarkable is that she's only just getting started. She's barely scratched the surface of her potential, and yet, she's already redefining what it means to be a modern athlete. Her story isn't just about basketball, it's about vision, strategy, and an unrelenting drive to succeed, while others focus solely on the game. Caitlin is playing for the bigger picture.
Player salaries, people wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was in the...
Caitlin Clark has swiftly become a name synonymous with excellence, not just on the basketball court, but in the realms of marketing and branding. She's not just an athlete. She's a walking, talking, slam-dunking money machine. At just 22 years old, Clark has cracked the code to monetize her popularity in ways that even seasoned pros can only dream of. Her speaking engagements alone are a spectacle. Companies are eagerly shelling out $100,000 to $1 million for just half an hour of her time. That's right, 30 minutes of Caitlin Clark is worth six figures. But it's not just about what she says. It's about the ripple effect her presence creates. The room she enters buzzes with energy, her social media explodes, and news outlets are running her story the next day. That's the kind of influence brands can't replicate, no matter how many marketing teams they hire.
Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence.
But Caitlin Clark isn't stopping there. She's signing deals that would make even top-tier NBA stars envious. One of her biggest moves? Partnering with Wilson to create a signature basketball collection, something only one other athlete has ever achieved with the brand, Michael Jordan. Let that sink in. Caitlin Clark is not just breaking barriers. She's becoming the first female basketball player to land such a deal, proving her brand is no fluke, but a powerful force to be reckoned with. And then there's her partnership with State Farm. Millions of dollars for a deal that has her gracing ads with the iconic jingle, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, it turns out State Farm isn't just there. They're fully invested in the Caitlin Clark phenomenon. This deal alone solidifies her place as a true marketing powerhouse.
Whatever really happens with Caitlin Clark, I would say her big thing is to be ready for the WNBA season. And people are like, why? She's only making $70,000 in the WNBA. What is the point of her worrying about that league rather than trying to push for other leagues and other ways of making more money? Because the WNBA is what's getting the most.
But here's the real jaw-dropper. Caitlin Clark's Nike contract, 8 years, $28 million. For a rookie, that's groundbreaking, unheard of even. But hold up, here's the twist. This deal might actually be underwhelming. Yes, $28 million sounds like a lot, but when you take a closer look, it's clear she could have secured more. The missing piece? A signature shoe. Nike hasn't released one yet, and that's a glaring hole in the deal. Signature shoes are where the real money rolls, and think Air Jordans or Steph Curry's line, multi-billion-dollar empires built on sneaker sales. Caitlin's deal, as massive as it seems, could pale in comparison to what she's leaving on the table without her own line. Every kid who idolizes her, every fan in awe of her game, would buy a pair. But Nike hasn't capitalized on this, and it's baffling. No commercials, no ads, no merchandise, and most importantly, no signature kicks. It's like they're sitting on a gold mine and refusing to dig.
It has also been reported that Unrivaled 3-on-3 League offered Caitlin Clark significant equity in the league and a salary that is over $1 million. So this is the first time that we've heard of any money being thrown at her. We've heard that it would be a major deal. It would be a similar setup as to what
Imagine this. Caitlin Clark steps onto the court during the WNBA playoffs, wearing her brand new signature sneakers. The buzz would be absolutely insane. Fans would lose their minds, social media would explode, and Nike's website would probably crash from the sheer demand. A shock drop right after the game, putting the shoes up for sale, would create a frenzy. Every basketball fan, young and old, would be clamoring for a piece of the Caitlin Clark magic, but instead, Nike seems to be dragging its feet. As impressive as Clark's deal is, it looks like it's missing the X factor. Experts agree, she's worth more than many seasoned pros when it comes to marketability. Her popularity isn't just national, it's global. Every game she plays draws millions of eyes. That's the kind of attention brands typically throw billions at to secure.
For top talent.
So a lot of people are saying, oh, why is Caitlin Clark like, she should play in Unrivaled, she's making like $1 million. She should play in X, Y, and Z league, she should make some money doing that, or, you know, Caitlin Clark can do X, Y, or Z.
Imagine this. Caitlin Clark steps onto the court during the WNBA playoffs, wearing her brand new signature sneakers. The buzz would be absolutely insane. Fans would lose their minds, social media would explode, and Nike's website would probably crash from the sheer demand. A shock drop right after the game, putting the shoes up for sale, would create a frenzy. Every basketball fan, young and old, would be clamoring for a piece of the Caitlin Clark magic, but instead, Nike seems to be dragging its feet. As impressive as Clark's deal is, it looks like it's missing the X factor. Experts agree, she's worth more than many seasoned pros when it comes to marketability. Her popularity isn't just national, it's global. Every game she plays draws millions of eyes. That's the kind of attention brands typically throw billions at to secure.